24 इयर्स की मेरी एज है। मैं इस समय डॉक्टर सत्या सारास्वत के क्लिनिक में हूँ। आज फरवरी 2022 है। मैं सर से पहली बार अगस्त 2021 में मिला था। तब मेरे बालों की ऐसी सिचुएशन थी। तब से लेके अभी तक 4-5 months have passed and I have seen really good result in both the volume and the coverage of hair on my head, as you can see right now. And all of this is like just through taking a couple of pills every day and just some serum, some shampoo. So I highly recommend availing the services of Dr. Satya Saraswat. He really knows his stuff. Highly recommend it.
So you just heard the amazing results of finasteride and minoxidil in just 6 months in this patient. We will discuss in this video how medical treatment can also be helpful in many of the patients, and hair transplant is one step ahead of this. So initially we have to try with the medical treatment. I am Dr. Satya Saraswat. We will be discussing about his hair loss and the responses to the medical treatment in this particular case. Do subscribe to our channel if you want to know more and more of such scientific information. This patient, when he initially presented to us, he presented in a lot of distress about his ongoing hair loss condition, and he came with his parents. He was having extreme hair fall, especially from the mid scalp and the crown area, as you can see in the pictures, and he had not taken any medical treatment but had tried some home remedies which had not worked out for him. So the first step we did in his case was to analyze it under trichoscope, and we saw the kind of hair loss he was having, the number of hairs which were thin, were intermediate or vellus, and we found out that in this case, rather than going directly for a hair transplant, we should give him a chance or a treatment with Minoxidil and Finasteride, and we told him the entire treatment schedule, which we will discuss further on, and then we discussed his treatment plans in detail and how he has to come. But this was done after we analyze his problem in detail. If you also having this kind of hair problem and you can relate with the problem this patient has, you can hit the like button to know further what we did. So after analyzing his problem scientifically, we prescribed him minoxidil to be applied in a lotion form, 1 ml with a dropper twice a day, and what we feel is that dropper is better than spray, because if you are using spray, much of the minoxidil lotion will be stuck on the hairs itself and will not reach the skin surface. Along with minoxidil, we prescribe him finasteride 3 times a week. Initially, we generally start with finasteride 3 times a week to minimize the chances of sexual side effect. With this dose, if we see a positive effect, we maintain the treatment at this dose only, whereas if the patient is not responding, we have a chance to increase the dose to 1 milligram per day also. So this is what he prescribed, along with supportive treatments like multivitamins, biotin-based multivitamins and other supplements. And we also asked him to take a few PRP sessions at regular intervals. And this patient followed all our medical advice very religiously and scientifically, and used to come for the follow-ups at regular interval with us. Then we found out that there was a drastic improvement in his case. His hair fall stopped after like 2 to 3 months with this treatment, and he saw that his hairs were thickening over a period of time. His scalp visibility decreased a lot, and there were some hairs which were regrowing also, especially the ones which were in the sleeping phase. So we saw a very dramatic improvement just with medical treatment in this case. So if you are also having similar kind of problem, you can write down in the comment section below, or you can call us at the numbers which are given on the screen if you want to know about the customized treatment for your medical problem. Along with this medical treatment, we also discussed with him the precautions he has to be very careful about and watch while taking the medical treatment. The first important precaution is that we told him and discussed the diet in detail. This is a point which is extremely important, because we have seen in the young generation, when they are taking a lot of junk food, this hair fall problem is starting quite early on as compared to the previous generations. So we told him to avoid junk food at all and to have healthy meals and a healthy lifestyle at home. Try to take natural food and fruits and dry fruits. So we gave him a diet chart which we give to all our hair loss patients. The second precaution we told him was about the sexual side effect of finasteride. You can watch this video in the link given above to know more about the finasteride, but it is a known fact that finasteride can cause sexual side effect in 2 to 3% of the patient who are taking finasteride, because it prevents the conversion of testosterone to 5-dihydrotestosterone, and in that process it is a known side effect. The third precaution which we discussed with our patient was the way you have to apply minoxidil. Now, in our practice, we have seen that majority of the patients do not apply minoxidil properly. Those who are taking medical treatment from somewhere else, or the ones who come to us in these patients, we take some time in explaining to them how to apply minoxidil. So just to go in brief over this, minoxidil should be applied twice a day, 1 ml, preferably using a dropper as we have discussed. And after taking bath and drying your hairs with a towel, rather than using a hair dryer, use a towel and dab it and make it dry. Then take the dropper and 1 ml of minoxidil will have around 16 to 20 drops. So apply 4 to 5 drops in the front, 4 to 5 drops in the mid scalp on left and right side, and 4 to 5 drops on the crown area. Then with the tip of the finger, just do like this. Do not massage the minoxidil on your scalp, otherwise it will be lost on your palm of the hand and will not be absorbed inside the skin. Second time you have to apply it before the sleep. So these are the precautions which we discussed with our patient before he actually started the medical treatment, and we were quite vigilant about how he was taking his medicines. If you also have a hair loss, you can see the results of this patient just with medical treatment, the amazing results he got with minoxidil and finasteride itself. You can share this video with your friends, your colleagues who are also taking medical treatment or planning to take treatment for their hair fall, and this way this will be helpful for them also. If you want to know the side effects of finasteride, you can click the video on the left, and if you want to see the results of our hair transplant patient, you can see the video on the right.